you pour over this giant illuminated portrait, it finally dawns on you that this is a characterized portrait of Strahd, with dead baby in hand, riding upon a horse. You notice this from the coins that you carry from Barovia.
Walks up to one of these commoners and asks them, "Hello, are you well? Can you walk?"
All will be well. Yes, I can walk. Then he just kind of trails off. Something feels dispelled. In this case, the door may or may not be open.
You hear a loud, audible "Koom!" And then you see a ghostly mage hand go up to the door to attempt to open it.
So as you step out into the hallway, you look up on the ceiling here in this case, and you see two red-eyed vampires from or spawn just above.
Remembering what happened last time, I'm gonna look over and be like, he's feeding you, right? Looking down while I say it, Lady Wachter, the Reformation Center. How well versed were you in what was actually going on there?
Depends on what you were talking about. You talking about the picture of our sovereign, where they used to torture them in front of him?
Did she just table talk? Did she just refer to Strahd as the sovereign?
His aristocratic posture and pleasant smile now carrying a predatory edge. Familiar nobleman's features begin to shift subtly, his presence growing taller and darker, more commanding with each passing moment. The air around him seems to bend and distort, the heat waves rising from the thunderstones.
Shit. What do we want to do here, gentlemen?
How the fuck do we do this?
Brush of wind, he is directly in front of your face, without you being able to react or do anything.
I don't blink.
A shattering window falls from the other side. A saber-toothed tiger jumps through the window, and two figures, one of which you recognize and one of which you don't, break through the window, and there's a blinding flash. All right, cool. So you are all in the tower here. It's gone pretty deathly silent, and an eerie solemnness has just fallen over all of you. Your friend Theron has been reduced to a pile of ashes. Within the tower here, this big lump of beholder sits with its eye open and its tongue lolling out, and strewn about are also the bodies of the two reformers here. Where would you like to start?
Albert would like to just glance over at Theron. Is there anything left of him?
So as you peer over at Theron, all you see is ash. What was left of him, clothes, weapons, everything has been reduced to nothing.
I would like to walk over and take his ash and put into a bag and just kind of tuck that away.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check as you start to sweep up this ash here. Oh, all right, cool. So you very, very neatly put this bag down on the ground, and you use a little bit of your magic as well to kind of pull it all together and push it into this bag manually afterwards. You now have a bag of Theron.
I tuck that into my robe, and without saying a word, I very solemnly walk over to the two guys and see what they have on them.
Absolutely. While Albert walks over to these bodies, does anybody else want to do anything?
I also wanted to inspect the dead beholder.
The dead beholder.
Yep.
Okay. Geo, since Miles isn't here, I'm gonna let you manipulate Elzarios at least on some level, if that sounds good to you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna start stabbing.
Awesome. So, Zack and Muru, or Albert and Muru, what do you guys want to specifically inspect here?
I just kind of want to look over the beholder and see if there's anything of value or of use that we can take from its corpse.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Sure.
Albert's basically looking for any magical items or spell books or anything these guys have on them, not particularly wealth, but knowledge.
Absolutely. Muurujin, with that, you start to like poke and prod this dead beholder here. You do notice wedged into it for whatever reason. There seems to be a tiny little bag here. And you open this bag up, and it's got a couple of different coins, and it looks to be some 10 gold pieces or so not very much. Albert, go ahead and give me a roll for investigation on one of these dead reformer bodies.
Natural 20 for a 27.
Okay, cool. So as you go ahead and poke and prod through this thing, you pull out a nice little ring that seems to have a shield on top of it. In that case, you can't quite make out what it is, but you do definitely feel that there is some arcana as a part of it. You also rummage through everything. You find his staff, as well as just his robes, and then you find his coin purse, of course, and there's about 150 gold pieces in it.
Okay, so ring with a shield. It has magical something, a staff, a robe, and 150 gold.
Yep.
All right, Albert offers up the gold to whoever's standing next to me. I guess I would be over here. I offer the gold up to Elzeiros or Muru, whichever one opens their hand first. I'm going to leave the robe and the staff unless I sense anything magical on them.
Absolutely. Now, and as you go ahead and look through these things, the only thing that has any touch of the weave is the ring that you picked up.
And I just hold it in my fingers and look at it, and in plain sight for everybody to see, and I pocket that as well.
And just kind of as a refresher again, right? There's these 4 ballistas that have been turned around here. You're at the top of this tower. You don't really know what's going on out in the city of Vallaki or what's below you at this point.
I'd like to take a look around. Is there more ammunition for these ballistas?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
And depending on what this is, will dictate what I say. It's an 18.
Yeah, so as you take a look around the room, you notice that in the slots, built into the parapet of the watchtower there's these little slots where it seems that these ballista bolts just sit in there, and you see that there's a couple of them just sitting in these slots, or this scaffolding essentially for them.
Bapef is going to stoically walk over to one of these extra rounds, and as I'm loading it, picking it up slowly and loading it into the ballista, just plopping it on top, not cocking it back. I'm gonna finish these bastards that killed Theron. Kind of a little bit of a crazed look as I just sit here and load this thing up.
There is still a dead body on the ground that has not been searched, as a heads up, if anybody wants to jump in there.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Is it the one down over here?
Up top, yep. Go ahead and roll me for investigation.
Sure. 14.
Awesome. So you find some of the similar things that Albert did on there. You found the coin purse, a staff, his robes, but you will also find a wand. You can't quite tell if there's anything special about the wand with that role specifically, but what wand isn't magical.
Okay. I would like to take a closer look at the wand and inspect it and kind of, close my eyes and reach out with my knowledge of the arcane and try to decipher what it is.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Not good.
So you wave your hand over it. It seems that your powers are just out of your grasp for this point in time. You can't really grab. You can't really feel anything coming off of the wand with that.
Okay, well then I'll just stow it in my bag for now.
Awesome.
And how many gold coins are in that pouch?
Yeah, so you find 50 gold coins.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Yeah, and anything else, guys?
I'm just gonna be sitting here at this ballista, looking down the sights out the window. And actually, I'm gonna be looking out the window to see if there's anybody out there.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. Actually, you don't gotta do that. So with your passive perception, as you kind of look out amongst the watchtower down below, you see plumes of smoke starting to come up at different parts of Vallaki. You see some people running around in the street, whether they're fleeing or running towards someone. You can't quite make it out. It does seem that things have somewhat died down from the initial commotion as you look out over the parapet here, but you can't really make out what's going on down below in the city at this point.
I look back to the party and I'm like, unfortunately, there is no one I can see immediately to punish.
I'm still. Go ahead.
No, Albert's just gonna take a quick glance around the room. And is there anything else of interest? I think we've checked it all out.
So with your passive perception, as you kind of look about here, really what you see is just scattered weapons and from what looked to be some guards that were up here, as well as the ballistas and the three bodies that lay in front of you at this point.
Albert, without saying a word, is just gonna start slowly but silently making his way towards the door to go down.
Awesome. Is anybody else going to follow Albert's lead here? What's the plan from the party?
Yeah, I'll follow Albert's leads.
I know you all are a little shell-shocked. And
can I grab a ballista bolt, the one I put on top of the thing, and walk with it in my hand?
So the ballista is going to be like 30, or we'll say 20 pounds or so. If you want to carry a ballista bolt, you can. But not recommended.
I'm just gonna carry it in like a rebellious nature. Probably not planning on doing anything with it, but I'm just gripping it tightly, angrily, as I walk down and follow Albert.
So you guys walk down the stairs of the tower here, and you get to the bottom floor, back kind of where you all started in this case. You get to the bottom floor here, and again, this is that training area where we initially fought some of those guards coming in here. The prison itself is starting to seem pretty eerily quiet. It seems whoever was here has gone at this point, but there is some unchecked things that you could go look through if you wanted to in this case.
I don't want to do it particularly, but I know there was a chest that some people were very interested in down here.
I do remember Theron mentioning a chest. Perhaps for his sake we should take a look at it.
I agree. We should investigate it.
I forgot all about this chest. Let me find it real quick. Sorry. All right. Oh, yeah. I mean, go ahead, open the chest if you would want, or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, I guess I'll open the chest.
So as you peer down into this chest and you go ahead and open it, you notice a bunch of different like short bows, some quivers of arrows, some chain shirts and shields that are kind of piled neatly within it. The chest doesn't seem to be anything particularly special. As you look around the room as well too, there's some of those pikes that the guards had. This is very clearly an armory and a training room.
Mm-hmm. Nothing sticking out though.
Yeah, nothing.
Standard issue stuff.
Yeah, just standard issue weapons, things like that.
I shut the chest and I relate to the group. It's just standard issue armor.
Speaking as Elzeiros here, I think we wanted to check this door over here as well.
Yes, I don't think we've explored the second floor. Only the tower and this floor.
Yes, Lady Walker did specifically mention that the reclaimers had captives.
Maybe there's some vampire children we can murder in their hells. What do you think?
I love murdering vampires. That's why I'm here.
Begins to silently walk up those stairs.
Awesome. So as you walk up those stairs, you do come to.
Nice.
Let me see here. You do come to that walled room, the room with two doors. If you remember sending silver up to the top here, and again you have two doors on either side.
Albert will do mage hand and try to open the door to the east.
To the east. So the one closest to you.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, and it just goes ahead and pops right open. In that case.
While that's happening, I'm gonna walk to the door in the west and just investigate it, look at it, see if it's locked, see if it's openable.
Yeah, so as you do you open the door?
No, I'm just investigating it. I'm gonna jiggle the handle, see if I can pry it open.
Cool. As you jiggle the handle, you notice that nothing is locked in place here. You do go ahead and open said door.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect. What room is that? So, as you walk into this room, darkness clings the corners of the room like a curse. Heavy black curtains separate the space and warp the walls, making the room seem somehow unstable. The entranceway contains shelves stacked with small cloudy jars on one wall and a shield with a coat of arms on the other. The central chamber contains a single chair that has been mounted to the floor. Leather straps are attached to the armrest and legs of the chair, open and waiting for their next victim. The only wall unshrouded by the drapes displays a massive painting depicting a demonic figure on a flaming horse. The figure smiles cruelly and clutches the mutilated corpse of a dead child while the other witnesses fleeing in terror. And that's what's behind that like black line there, by the way.
So, okay.
Yep. So there's black lines that you see
These are the curtains,
Yeah, those are the curtains.
and this is the painting.
No, that's not the painting. The painting's inside of the room.
Oh, right here.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'll walk in the room and investigate a little bit. Cautiously, because I feel the ominous feeling. Obviously, this is where the reforming happens at the Reformation Center.
Yeah, absolutely. As you like
We're
look at,
losing our
go ahead.
friend. I just want to follow, so Muuru's not alone.
So yeah, you understand what's going on here. So as you take a look around the room, it's really different tools, and again these little jars of different um, things that are used to torture people in a magical way. As you kind of take a look at the thing here, nothing of value really peeks out to you right away. As you kind of look at these different things.
Albert kind of starts blindly walking his way through this set of doors to see what's going on over here.
Cool.
Almost as if he's possessed.
Awesome. So as you come into here, you start to see, prison cells, different cells, and things like that. You do notice some people in here in varying states of, in varying states. Danny, are you gonna go into, or are you guys gonna walk deeper into the prison cells here? What's the thought?
Well, I want to continue investigating this room, but RP wise, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. Other than just saying, I want to look at this and I want to look at that.
I mean, go for it if you want to
Okay.
look. Yeah.
I guess okay. I kind of want to look at this table with all these torture tools and other magical instruments and try and decipher if there's anything with like a name on it or a brand that could link it to something, and B, if it could be useful.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So as you start to pour over the shelves here, nothing necessarily sticks out as far as iconography. All the tools seem pretty plain in that case. Your fingers start to like crawl over the different concoctions and what seem to be potions and things here. And your hand does come to a stop on what looks like a healing potion, a little bit bigger than your typical size in this case. It seems to have been rarely used, if ever. But that's the only thing you can tend to pull out of that. You can pull out a greater healing potion in that case.
Sweet. Sweet. I'm just gonna go ahead and pocket that. I'm gonna kind of walk in here to the room and just stand behind the chair and kind of look at the painting.
Awesome.
Kind of just want to really analyze it and see if there's anything rings of bells. Any bells for me?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Sure.
Something comes to you and fades just as quickly. You take a look at this individual riding upon a horse, and it seems vaguely familiar to you, but you just don't know what it's of.
Hey, Muuru, what are you looking at there?
I'm looking at this burning warhorse with its tyrant master, and this horse, I feel like I've seen it here in Barovia, almost like saw it passing on a road once or twice. I just can't remember it. Do you have any ideas, Bazzlo?
Well, it does sound quite familiar. I do remember being chased by a few horsemen, or maybe the same one. I can't remember for sure. I try to help you remember.
You roll a history check, Bazzlo.
You're muted, Zack.
Huh?
You're muted.
I'm sorry, I'm eating. I was talking to the wife.
Oh,
That was
okay.
a 1.
Yeah, so as you pour over this giant illuminated portrait, it finally dawns on you that this is a characterized portrait of Strahd, with dead baby in hand, riding upon a horse. You notice this from the coins that you carry from Barovia.
My God, Muru, it's Strahd himself.
Less imposing than I thought.
Yeah, he doesn't look like much. We can take him.
Would you gentlemen like to do anything else in that room?
Yeah, Bazzlo, I think I'm gonna come over here and look at this other corner of the room. Just give it a good rundown. I found a nice healing potion on that table back there. Maybe we'll strike luck again.
Oh, yeah. I take a look with him on the tables.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage, Miru.
Sure. That's 2 investigation rolls, right?
Yeah, go ahead and do 2, or you can right-click it and click advantage.
Okay.
Awesome.
I just did 2.
With the 11, you again start poring over this these different instruments, and you find a little pouch here. You open that pouch up, and you see something that glimmers ever so slightly. More of a couple of things that glimmer ever so slightly, but you can't quite make out what they are.
I'm gonna pick up the bag and just kind of give it a little jingle, try and discern and see if the sound they make when they clink against each other will help me decipher what this is.
Yeah, so as you click these or shake this bag a little bit, you just hear tiny little like hollow clicks on one another on them.
Alright, I'm gonna take the bag and look at Bazzlo and say, I don't know what this is. Do you have any idea? And toss him the bag.
I catch the bag and peer in there quizzically, if that's the word.
Are you gonna pull one of these things out, or are you just gonna like look into the bag?
Oh God. I'm just gonna look in the bag at first. See if I notice anything different about them.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Awesome. So as you peer into this bag, you discern that these are different fillings. They're teeth that are either coated in gold or some other kind of material here. It seems that Barovia used to have some at least passable dentistry at one point or another.
Well, I'm guessing these are teeth here we have, Muru, and they may have been removed from the last person, maybe sitting in the chair down there next to us. Might be worth something.
All right, well, you can keep that bag of goodies, young Bazzlo.
Oh, that's kind of wicked. So yeah, I'll definitely actually keep these. These are pretty cool. Put them in my pocket.
Let's see here. Anybody else?
With that, I think, hey Bazzlo, we should go catch up with Albert.
Yeah, I'm good to get the hell out of this room. I'm over it.
All right.
As they approach, I ask them, you guys see anything interesting over there?
Oh. Well, Muru got himself a nice healing potion. I got a bag of creepy teeth that appear to be coated in some sort of goldish platinum stuff.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a torture chamber where they simultaneously worship Strahd.
It's most unfortunate. Hopefully, we find these captives the Lady Walker spoke of soon.
I agree. The sooner we're out of here, the better.
Albert begins to just walk towards the captors.
Absolutely. As you come into here, you start to hear mumbling, sometimes chanting from different parts of the cells. It seems that people are talking about happiness quite often, but you can't really distinguish anything super specific from the mumbling and chattering of the different prisoners.
What is this to my right?
It's a hallway that leads to another hallway.
Albert just looks at E Bapef and nods his head, and then just goes back to like 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, Bapef, seeing these prisoners, kind of snaps out of it a little bit and puts his ballista bolt on the ground and walks up to one of these commoners and asks them, "Hello, are you well? Can you walk?"
All will be well. Yes, I can walk. Then he just kind of trails off back to whatever he was studying or reading.
Can I make an assessment as to his mental well-being? Is he all there, or is he very obviously broken?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
12.
Insight. So as you take a look at him, you notice that something's not quite right here.
I'm gonna make a note of him, and I'm gonna continue down to check on some of these other people. Hello there, to the next one. Hello there, all will be well?
All will be well! And just gives you this very forced, eerie smile as he looks up at you. It seems to be kneeling in some kind of prayer.
I'm gonna, above my average tone, yell down the hall to Bazzlo and them. Seems like these guys are, quite distraught.
Albert's going to take a couple steps over here and look at the three of these individuals. Do any of them either A, look familiar, or B, look to be family relatives of anyone we've met?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Or, yeah, give me an investigation check.
22.
22, yeah. So as you take a look around, none of these faces seem familiar to you. Neither do they remind you of anybody that you've come across in this case. They all seem to be those pretty dour Barovians that you've come across time and time again here.
Do they react to me coming around and standing where I'm at?
They absolutely, like, their eyes peer up at you. Not as much schizophrenia going on this side of the wing, but you can tell that they've been in different sorts. We'll put it that way.
I would like to take the key that we got downstairs and attempt to open these locks with it.
Awesome. So as you approach the cell, you actually notice that there's no locks on these doors. If there was a lock, it has been dispelled in that case.
I open the doors one at a time and bow to the individuals as I do, and make a hand gesture as to say, "You can leave now."
Awesome. So as you open up these cell doors, they look quite shocked and surprised at what just happened to them, as if they don't know what to do with it. Maybe they're thinking it's a trick, but they slowly start to approach the cell doors, and they all make their way away from here. In this case, they all scurry off.
As they're scurrying, I look down to my hand, some names that I had written down on my hand, and as they're walking by, I say, Baker, Kolvac, Henrik, Ivan, any of you here?
You got to remind me where you got those names from.
The ledger that we got when we went into the Baron's house had the names of the people being reformed.
Right. Yeah, so,
and deep Reformation people too.
Yeah, definitely. So, as you take a look, one of them pipes up and is like, "Yes, I'm Kolvac. How do you know my name?"
Well, we found some records in the Burgomaster's mansion. letting us know that he was involved in your reformation here. We've come to let you out.
The burgomaster was quite kind for the most part, to be quite honest. The reformers not so much, but I thank you very much.
Yes, will be a new day in Vallaki here soon. I'm sure you'll find as soon as you come out to the streets.
Absolutely.
But you are free now, free to be on your way.
All will be well, and again they start to skitter off. The other commoners within the cells look up as this is happening, and they come up and just kind of lay their arms against the bars, and the doors slide open. They all start to scatter away as well. You are all left standing in a predominantly empty prison wing here. While the people are gone, it still feels pretty foreboding in here, but the silence brings you some kind of comfort knowing that you've freed these people.
Albert
Theron would
begins
have been
to
proud.
silently walk down the stairs.
Yeah, now that all the prisoners are gone, as I'm walking back up, I pick up my ballista bolt and I keep walking.
I'm just gonna follow suit.
And quickly, Ben, when the recording goes up, will you shoot a link over to Miles so he can
So you can watch it, yeah.
Perfect. So you all come back down the stairs here. Again, it's pretty quiet and eerily. As far as you can tell, it seems like the prison has started clearing out. Whether people were with the guards or against the guards, it's again pretty silent here.
If I remember correctly, this door was locked but didn't show any signs of a keyhole.
Correct.
Did that one have a keyhole? The one up there?
I can't remember. I know those two doors didn't open, though.
Albert wants to walk within 15 feet of this door and cast knock.
Awesome. So, how does knock work exactly again?
It opens doors.
Gotcha. There's just no check.
Choose an object that you can see within range. The object can be a door, box, chest, set of manacles, padlock, da-da-da-da-da. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. The object has multiple locks. One of them is unlocked.
Gotcha. So as you cast knock on this, nothing happens on the door.
If you choose the target that is held shut by an arcane lock, the spell is suppressed for 10 minutes.
Got it. So there is an arcane component to it then.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, again something feels dispelled. And in this case, the door may or may not be open.
You hear a loud, audible "Koom!" And then you see a ghostly mage hand go up to the door to attempt to open it.
Perfect. So as the door opens up here, you do see a set of stairs leading lower into the bottom, or the what seems to be rooms under the prison.
Albert just begins to slowly walk in the door, then checks for traps going through the threshold.
You will notice to the bottom here.
Ooh.
Give me 1 second.
I like how Elzeiros is just in the dungeon.
Yeah, are you guys walking down the stairs?
I wanted to check for traps as I came through the door.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Then I will begin to just silently walk down the stairs.
Oh, I guess we're following.
Yep.
Oh,
I've disappeared.
what did you do?
Does this basement seem well illuminated? Is it very dark in here?
Give me 1 second, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He didn't think I'd use knock.
Just didn't know if you guys were actually going to come down here or not.
Then you got to
Albert's
play
on a
like,
warpath. It seems calm right now.
you got to
Yeah.
play like choose your own adventure style, finding the room descriptions. It's
So as you all begin to walk down the stairs here, as soon as you pass a certain threshold, you realize that you can't hear your footsteps anymore. Things decide to go eerily quiet. As you start to peer around, you notice a light blue pale orb emitting like a faint light here. It's mostly dark within this chamber, but again, all you can see is that this faint pale blue orb down the hallway here.
Would like to take a mage hand and slowly hover towards the orb.
And I would like to attempt to cast light on my arcane focus on myself.
Cool.
I
Go
cast
ahead.
light on the mage hand.
The mage hand's gonna go away, just as a heads up.
Oh.
Yeah.
How does it go away?
I mean, I don't even think you can cast light on an ethereal object, can you?
It's an object.
But it's
I think
like
light's worded. You cast it on an object.
but it's
Yeah,
ethereal. Like it doesn't have any real, it's spectral.
Mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would
Light's not going to work on the spectral, the mage hand.
Alright. I'll cast light on myself. Scaled.
Or you cast light on like your weapon or your armor. You don't.
Okay, I cast light on my flute.
Okay, got it.
Let there be light.
Awesome. Yeah. So as your mage hand approaches the orb, but nothing really happens in this case. It's just the orb continues to like shine and kind of wane and glow. But that's really about it.
Noticing that we can't hear our footsteps, I attempt to speak to Albert and say the words, be careful, we had a run-in with a blue orb one time. And does he hear me?
Yeah, so as you begin to speak, no words come out of your mouth. You just dead silence.
And I'm going to tap Albert on the shoulder and mouth the words, can you hear me? Uh-oh.
Still silence.
Elzeiros would like to shoot an arrow at the orb.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, what is? Okay, it's this plus 7.
Yeah, you should have a pretty decent plus on that. So as you draw and shoot an arrow at the orb here, the arrow sticks into it, and the pale light begins to fade, and you can start to hear each other breathing again at first. It's pretty jarring in that case.
What the hell was that?
Hey, it worked. That was pretty slick.
Howard just puts his finger up to his lips and looks at everybody. If they had a silence orb down here, there's somebody that likely don't want casting spells.
That's a good point.
And Albert's checks for traps at the threshold here, and if he doesn't see anything, he slowly steps forward.
Yeah, you're good to walk into the room there.
I'm gonna follow close behind with my light.
I'm going to use counterspell if anything should cast on us.
Damn it. Yeah, so as you guys walk in this room, you just notice different cells again. It's pitch black in this room besides what you've casted light on in this case.
I move my glowing ass up to the front so we can see a little better.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep following.
And inspect this door on the east side.
As you start to look at these doors again, you notice that they're much like the doors upstairs. They at one point had been held together by some form of arcana, but you can just kind of push the doors open here, and they seem to just fall right open.
I look back to Muru, since he has a light, and just say, "Hey Muru, push open one of those doors and let's test that out before we move further.
Okay.
Don't want any surprises."
I'll nod and open this door in front of me.
Yeah, you push it open and you find a cell just void of anything or anybody.
Just an empty cell.
Do the doors have any sort of windowing element to where we can see without opening the doors?
So there's little slots in the windows there for the cell doors where you can just like open it up and shut it again. But all the other doors that lead to other places seem to just be normal doors that you have to push open in this case. Some of them stand ajar from, again, whatever was locking them, but it is no longer.
Anything that wanted to leave has already left.
Yeah, if anything was in here and wanted to leave, it's gone.
It couldn't have left. We unlocked the door at the top.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They might be still down here.
Did you though?
That's assuming that's the only way out.
I'm gonna continue on this northern side, just opening doors.
Yeah, it's you. If you open all the doors in this room, or as you do that, there's nothing in these cells. It seems that this was actually. Go ahead and give me an insight check, Maru.
Sure.
So with that, you deduce that this was like a sensory deprivation room, with all the lights out, the sound dampening, and what the cells seem to be padded. You could quickly lose your mind with no sense of anything in this room.
All right. Well, boys, looks like this is just another capable torture chamber. We should push on through.
All right. I nod my head and I
The quicker we
slowly
can get out of
push.
here, the better.
Yeah, I might agree with that. I slowly push open the door and peek down the hallway. Start to move through.
Okay. So as you begin to just peek down the hallway here, you hear little pitter patters of sound all around you. In this case, you hear people. There's something running in the darkness beyond what your light is kind of showing you.
Lads, there's something down here, and I'm not in too great a shape to fight. So unless anyone else wants to take lead on this.
Maybe I should transform into my smaller wolf form. He's got night vision.
Yep, certainly more capable than me right now.
Let's see how many. I used one. Yeah, I could use it again. Yeah, Bapef's going to wild shape into a wolf.
Okay. Go ahead and everybody give me a group perception check here. Geo, just roll a d20 and tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His is a +5 for perception.
Gotcha. So, you all begin to recognize that, this place just smells of like death. It seems like this place is very rarely trudged. It's where they put people away and don't come back for them.
Upon hearing that, I go ahead and give myself a healing word at the second level, just in case, lads. Not very safe down here, I don't think. For 9.
Awesome. So you all are standing in this hallway with two doors on either side of it, some cell doors in front of you. You can't make out any prisoners, at least in this wing. Which way do you guys want to go?
So Bapef has keen hearing and smell. Can I hear which direction the sound is coming from?
It was only Bazzlo heard it at that point, and didn't hear anything after that.
Yeah, I mean, being a wolf and all, I'm going to listen.
And he also did say there's something here.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to see if I can hear anything, regardless. Did you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, you don't hear anything, I told you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, press on, Wolfie boy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cautiously keep walking down the hall. I'm gonna go up to this door and I'm gonna sit and wait for my companions to tell Wolf Boy what to do.
Push it open, Wolfie, push it. Simultaneously, I push open this door on my right, try to make out what's in there with the light around me.
Yeah, I mean, as light floods this prison cell again, you just find an empty bed and what seems to be a shit pot in one corner, and it just reeks of death within these rooms.
Might you say that's shit all over the floor as well, just everywhere.
Yeah, it does look like poop stains everywhere.
I'm not going in there, lads. Just fecal matter. It smells like. I close the door.
Yeah.
Let's somewhat hastily check this out and get out.
Go ahead, Wolf. Give it a push. See if you can open it.
Take my paw and push the door.
Perfect. So as you creak open this door here, go ahead and give me a perception check. And with that, you start to hear the two separate sets of footsteps patter towards what would seem to be the first source of light this area has seen, and you can just make out that there's definitely something running towards the door at this point from either sides of the hall.
Towards the door I'm standing in.
Yes, towards the door you're standing in.
I'm going to point. My tail's going to get stiff, and I'm gonna very quietly, but so that everybody can hear me go.
All right, and those pitter patters are getting closer and closer.
Elzeiros draws an arrow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna prepare myself for whatever's coming.
Also prepared as I see them prepare.
And you, again, it all goes silent.
I'm getting an eerie, ghostly kind of feeling. We're hearing things and it's disappearing, lads. Are we fighting this?
I wanna look up at the ceiling.
Go ahead.
Is there anything there?
So as you look up at the ceiling there in this case, the ceiling seems to be pretty high. But it's at least 10 feet from floor to ceiling here. Or excuse me, 13 feet from floor to ceiling here. You see nothing but the stone and the damp. You see little droplets of water of condensation, but nothing out of the ordinary as you look up.
And I'm assuming we didn't hear Bazzlo when he spoke, so I'm just gonna not react to what he said.
What did Bazzlo say?
You guys couldn't hear me? I was saying that it seems like there's a ghost. It seems ghostly.
But you said that we got silence.
Can we hear? No. Did we hear his voice, or did the pitter patter of the feet go away?
The pitter patter of the feet went away. You can all hear each other still.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright, well, we're either facing this head on or we get the heck out of here.
Hello? Elzeiros says. Down the hallway.
Yeah, you just hear Elzeiros' voice just echoes out into the corridors here, and you hear nothing return besides his voice.
Alright. Out into the hallway we go.
Yep. I'm gonna take a step forward.
All right, as you step forward, please give me a perception check. You have night vision, correct?
Dark vision, yeah.
Yeah, dark vision.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Elzeiros does too.
I do
Yeah.
as well.
So as you step out into the hallway, you look up on the ceiling here in this case, and you see two red-eyed vampires from or spawn just above you in this case.
I'm going to sound the alarm and just be like, and I'm just gonna keep barking and make way in the hallway.
So, are we gonna fight this, or are we gonna take it on or run?
If I have a moment, I'd like to call back to Albert and Muru. We've got a fight on our hands. Are you lads joining us?
I hear the barking, and I try to close the gap between me and the party.
So it seems we are fighting.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
This is a +4, Mike.
Hmm? So you are a 7.
+4.
So 11.
11.
Zero, and then Muru, you are a 14. E Bapef.
I'm gonna stay right where I am and hold my action to bite anything if it comes near me.
What is the range on a wolf bite?
5 feet.
5 feet. And remember, they are on the ceiling at this point.
They are on the ceiling?
That's the first you told us that.
Huh?
That's
No,
the
he
first
said
time you
it.
said that.
I said it at the beginning.
He said it to
They were
me,
above you.
but
I said
I
they were
am
above.
technically the only one that can see them right now, so I'm the only one that knows they're on the ceiling, but he told me.
I was about to say, I'm not crazy. I said they were on the ceiling.
Yeah.
I remember.
I remember.
So you're going to hold your action then?
Yeah.
Okay. Vampire Spawn A is going to crawl across the ceiling, drop down, and go ahead and take your action of opportunity. Or whatever.
Let's see. I gotta move this tab. Okay. That's a miss.
And he is going to go ahead and make a swing at you. What is your armor in wolf form?
13.
13. He is going to go ahead and hit, and I need you to roll a saving throw for, I think, Dex. It is Dex. It's weird.
Alright, I gotta do... That's +2 for wolf
Okay.
form.
Awesome. So you take 7 damage from his claw attack, and he fails to grapple you at this point. He lashes out at you, and then gets a good chunk of you, but it fails to latch on.
Yeah, he
Albert.
gets a really good chunk of me. Whoever's right next to me that can see, he gets a big old chunk.
Can you check and make
Magic
sure
missiles,
member API, the newest
11 damage
version is
on A.
working?
Is that your turn?
Okay.
Bazzlo.
Can I see Wolf at all from here?
No.
I would like to cast Vicious Mockery at A. Needs a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
Wow, he failed.
Oh. So I hit him for 4 damage.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
And then for a bonus action, I'll just go ahead and use my Bardic Inspiration for Els. I whisper some words into the back of his ear. Let him know he's got this.
Alright, Muuru.
That's my turn.
I don't even know if there's anything I can do in this position. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do the only thing I can do, and I'm gonna hit A with a level 1 magic missile.
Alright.
So burn that final spell slot.
Is that the last? You've got one more spell slot, don't you?
That's my final rank 1 spell slot.
Gotcha.
There's 10 damage.
Is that your turn?
Yes, and I yelled at my party. I'm kind of useless back here.
Elzeiros.
Can't move through enemies, can I? So I can't like step forward and out.
You can step forward and
You
out.
can
but
try.
That was a roll.
Yeah. You can always
ceiling,
try.
right?
Okay.
No, A is not on the ceiling.
He dropped
anymore.
down.
Okay. I am gonna step forward. Well, no, I'm gonna attack him first before I step forward. What does he have? He has a short sword. Cool.
And
So
just as a heads up, you did have your bow out, so bonus action to switch weapon to short swords, but you do get 2 attacks with that.
Okay. So 1, 2, and they're both +7 as well.
Mm-hmm. So just roll 20.
12 and 17.
Yeah, so those both hit.
Okay, so he's 1d8 +6. So those 2d8. So this +12. 4 damage.
So 12,
19.
19.
19, yeah.
Okay, cool. And it is vampire. Is your turn done?
No. Did that kill him, or is he still standing?
He's still standing, buddy.
Ah, shit. I'm going to step through, take an attack of opportunity, and get behind Wolf.
All right. You rolled a natural 20 as you walked through, and you take 12 damage.
Oof. Elzeiros is not looking good, y'all.
All right. Vampire Spawn B is going to go ahead and just move up to here and stay on the wall for the moment. E Bapef.
Let's see, just for the sake of using all the HP I've got, I'm gonna attack Bite A with Pack Tactics. Oh, and at level 6, my what is it called? Wild shape attacks are now magical.
Cool.
I'm gonna bite with advantage. So 13 plus 4, 17 to hit.
That hits.
That is 10 damage.
So as you rip at this vampire, go ahead, actually roll me a perception check here.
What's perception based on? Wisdom.
Wisdom. All of those checks are still just your anything like skill checks are still based on you, not the wolf, right?
No, I take in their stuff.
But you get all of the pluses on like sense checks, don't you?
Yeah, I get their sense checks, but I also get their stat block.
So is that the 13?
Yeah, that's 14. It's a +1.
+1, gotcha. So as you pounce on Vampire Spawn here, you take it to the ground and you rip out its throat. As you rip out its throat, you realize that this spawn has been here for quite some time, and is quite emaciated for what a normal vampire spawn would be.
That being said, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just gonna point at B. I'm gonna kind of like edge up here so Bazzlo can at least see me around the corner, and I'm gonna point towards B. But I'm not gonna walk in his way.
Albert.
Take a step through Bazzlo. Gonna magic missile. Damage.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
If I step back, will I provoke an attack of opportunity?
No. He's on the other side of that wall.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back.
He's also
against
on the
my turn.
ceiling.
No, he dropped down.
Oh, he dropped?
Yeah, Bazzlo.
Actually, I'm gonna move here to get a real shot.
I'm going to move all the way up here. Use my bonus action to switch to my weapon.
Good job.
I'm gonna swing my rapier. 24.
24 hits.
Damage. 9.
Do you get an extra attack? I don't know what Bard College you are. Should probably know that.
Reaction 1. Just 1.
Yeah, or
Dual wield. I would be dual wielding, but not in the moment. So.
Is that your turn?
Would I be able to step around it like this, or am I going to take an attack of opportunity?
I mean, you can step around it if you want to, but you can do something about that. Go ahead and move through it. You think that through. I think maybe moving through an enemy should provoke an attack of opportunity, but if we allowed to do it, but we won't.
The rules is written, it's not allowed to happen.
That's why I'm saying if it is allowed to happen, we need to give some, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because we've been allowing it to happen, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it cool, or should I stay here?
I mean, at this point, what does the table think? If we continue to allow it, should it be an attack of opportunity, or should we just allow it?
I think if it's incredibly confined, like this situation, I think that's acceptable. Taking an attack of opportunity.
Well,
but
we need a blanket rule. I feel personally moving through an enemy should be difficult terrain.
Yeah, you should have to do like an athletics check or something.
They're not easily going to let you pass, so it's double movement to get through their square into the square past them, perhaps.
I've seen it in the past,
10 feet
depending.
would take 20.
Yeah, depending on what you're trying to do too. You could do a strength check or an athletics check.
How about we allow for enemy to grapple if you move through it, if it has the ability to grapple too?
As long as it rolls for it, that sounds good
absolutely.
to me.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's on the character to roll for it.
So it can use its reaction though to grapple, and if the character rolls to resist it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Well, while we're here, I'm going to test that out. So I try to get to the other side to open up the hallway to my team.
All right, give me a strength or a dex throw.
Which one you want? Can I use strength or dex?
It's your choice.
Oh, sweet. Oh, Jesus.
All right. So you are grappled. The vampire has grabbed onto you. In this case, no. You made the choice. You go back to where you.
Oh,
go
I just didn't know where I got grappled.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're still grappled. All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
I think what Bazzlo was insinuating is like, if you get grappled, do you fail?
Yeah, maybe we do that.
Through?
Yeah, let's do it that way then. If you get grappled, you don't move through.
Grappled.
That is the rule. So if you move through an enemy that can or wants to grapple, you can do so. But you fail, you get grappled, and you stand still.
Let it be known.
Let it be known.
I would say for everybody to look up grapple and how it works too.
All right, I'm here. I don't even have enough movement to close the gap. I'm just gonna get to here and end my turn because I can't really do anything else of use.
Perfect. Els.
Do I have a clean shot on the vampire spawn, or what's going on
here?
here?
Going to be in your way. So it'll be +2 to the hit.
All right. Well, question: will you allow me to move through the wolf, Bazzlo, Ambi? And if I do,
no.
Does he?
We have to grapple you also.
No, but then does he let go of you, and now I'm grappled? Like
it's different if there's one thing that you can move through. It's different when there's like 5 things you have to move through.
Yeah, got it. I'm gonna try to be a hero and take a shot at the vampire spawn.
Awesome.
So it's this +7.
That misses.
Okay, he gets one more.
That hits.
All right. And what was this again? So D8 plus 4. 11 damage.
Is that your turn?
That's the turn.
All right, Vampire Spawn B with grappled Bazzlo here. He goes ahead and makes an attack roll for a 20, and that hits. You take 6 damage, and since you are already grappled, I'm gonna need you to make a con saving throw.
Jeez.
All right. So you take 6 piercing damage.
Top of
And
those 6.
yeah. And then you take 12 necrotic damage
Oh.
as this
That should have been-
vampire bites into you. You feel icy shards hit your veins, and then this guy is just taking a nice big bite out of you.
Good.
All
I
right,
should have used luck.
E Bapef.
Now that B is grappling Bazzlo, can I theoretically just slide right past him?
There's 2 people there. I will allow you to, while they're grappled, you can make an athletics check if you want to move all the way through.
Yeah, that's kind of all like, well, actually.
He should technically be able to share Bazzlo's space, do an attack, and then run back. Right?
Man, we need to put these rules down on paper, just so we know what the order of operations is here.
Who's
I think
tapping?
there's a book
Please
that
stop.
already has them written.
Well, no, I mean, but we've changed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do something less controversial. I'm going to drop form.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at the 2nd level on Bazzlo.
Good call.
Thank you.
Let's see, 2nd level.
I can tap all my fucking wand. I'm the DM. Bitch.
So that's 15.
15?
Yeah. Or no, it's added it already. It's 12.
Yeah, it's 12. It's 12.
And I'm going to take some movement and just back up.
Albert.
If I'm south of Bazzlo, do I have LOS?
No.
Because he's
On
grappled.
Bazzlo?
Yeah, if
Or-
I'm south of Bazzlo.
I mean, if you're right where you're at, no. But if you move out,
No, I mean, if I go here,
yeah, I'll give you that. If you move up to there, yes.
is Firebolt at disadvantage in this range?
Yeah, firebolt with disadvantage, sure.
Because he has Bazzlo grappled, is he able to take a reaction against me?
No, he's grappled, or he's got a grapple, so you can't step out.
So I'm gonna go ahead and step here and then Firebolt B, since I should be in range now.
Cool. +2 to the hit.
Understood. I don't think 11's gonna do it.
No, it is not. You're just on the threshold. As you kind of launch this fire bolt off, it smashes against the side, singeing Bazzlo's, I guess, hair. I don't know what you have there, as it hits across the cell walls here.
Alright, I'm kind of stuck here, so that's my turn.
Perfect. And Bazzlo. You are
Oh,
grappled.
Yeah. All I can really do is try to free myself. I thought I saw. Can you swing?
You don't
your
have to.
grapple?
Yeah, you don't
You
have
can
to free
attack,
yourself.
but you're at
Yeah.
disadvantage. You
Your
can try
movement
to
is
break the
0.
grapple,
Yeah.
which costs an action.
He can attack the target. He's only disadvantaged if he tries to attack another target.
Yeah. Just like the target can attack him, the target that's attacking him has a hand that's being occupied. They could sit there and fisticuff each other like hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing my rapier.
Stab with your rapier. It's a stabbing weapon, and that misses.
Oh yeah, it is the long stab. Bonus action, I'm going to heal myself at the 2nd level with Healing Word. 9. My last level 2 spell. And then, that's my turn.
Alright. I'm gonna come here in the doorway. And I am gonna use my breath weapon on...
I'm gonna pee real quick. Just...
Sure. Boom. D6.
Breath weapon is a cone, right?
Yes.
And Bazzlo is grappled with said dude.
Can I aim the cone like that, or will
Well,
it not?
the thing with corners is it gives them added cover. You can fire
I see.
around corners. It just adds it adds to their AC.
Okay, well this is he has to make a Constitution saving throw, what that determines if this will hit or not. And if you pass the throw, then you just take half damage.
I kind of want to roll that for Bazzlo too because they are grappled.
So do you want me to do that like that?
Yeah, they're grappled. So I think Bazzlo, if you're gonna let this rip, it's gonna be con saving throw for Bazzlo as well.
Bazzlo's
Yeah, he just got healed. He just got healed, so we're just gonna let her fly.
Bazzlo's token's just smiling there like, I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
What a time to be fighting vampires too.
It's a cone. Yeah, so I can't let you just, you know. He passes his con saving throw, so he takes what?
6 or 7.
7.
Oh, I have to do it too.
Yes, you have to do it too.
Before I do that, I should wait.
8 to 12.
Hold on, I don't have cutting words. It's out of. One more thing I might need to. Okay. I would like to use Lucky. I'm rolling the wrong freaking thing.
Are you doing checks, not saves?
Yeah, that's save.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pass. So you also take 6 damage.
Is that your turn?
Take a look here. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, Elzeiros.
Geo.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Elzeiros. Does this guy have anything you can? No. Let's just do the same thing. 2 attacks with the bow.
Cool.
Kitty of Doom.
Just watching.
2. So 20 and 25. 1. So this plus 12. 19 again.
Is that your turn?
That's the turn.
It is Vampire Spawn B's turn. He looks at Bazzlo here and he makes a claw attack. And he hits. and you take 9 damage from this claw attack as he's just gotten close quarters to you, Bazzlo. And then I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I still have no lucky, so.
Rolling checks.
Are you using lucky or not?
I use a check again.
Well, you rolled
Yeah,
a
I'm using
check.
lucky on
That's
this.
even worse.
Okay, so that's 1. So you roll the other.
Lucky on this, so the die's in the way. Please God. 19.
I don't see 19 pop up.
Didn't pop up.
Not on mine. Let me refresh real quick. There we go.
I didn't see it
Perfect.
either.
Awesome. And you are good as he tries to take a bite out of you here. You pull back just in time, and his fangs just catch nothing but air. Is that your turn? Or that's his turn? Perfect. Bapef.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at the first level on Bazzlo.
Cure wounds, you have to touch them. Cure wounds, you have to touch them.
Yup.
Oh.
You can share a space with me, touch him, and then run back.
I quietly say, I missed Theron while I'm just getting my ass
Okay,
cheeked.
well, if I have to touch him, this is kind of overkill for right now, but I just have a feeling we're on our way out of here. I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit at the 3rd level. You guys see a enormous burst of bright green light, and miniature little dryads start prancing around the area and envelop Bazzlo. Yeah, so that's 7 healing for Bazzlo, and that's actually this one I can use my bonus action to move it. So I'm going to use my bonus action to slide it to Albert and Elzeiros, and then move it back to Bazzlo. So Albert and Elzeiros get a hit. Eight for Albert.
It's not like Moonbeam.
And
where
10.
You can place it on one turn and then you can move
No,
it.
it is not. And 10 on Elzeiros. No, it's different than moving. You can use a bonus action to move it. And that's my turn.
And whose turn? And now it is Albert.
How does this vampire look grappling Bazzlo there?
It looks pretty rough in this case, yeah.
Albert's gonna try to fire bolt at it.
Cool.
Fucking 11 again.
That misses.
And I'm gonna use my movement to start heading out of this place. So I think we'll be done after this round, and that's my turn.
Bazzlo.
I'm just gonna swing at it again. Try to kill what's on me.
Oh, it's
Bazzlo
Bazzlo.
get a heal,
You get
again.
a heal, and with that, my beam fades away. But he does get one more heal.
What did I call?
For 10 healing.
You can concentrate for up to a minute on that.
It only has a certain amount of charges.
Yeah, the spirit can heal a number of times equal to your spellcasting modifier, minimum of twice.
+1, yeah.
All I have left is a bonus action, so since I'm a dual wielder, do I have I probably have my dagger in my second hand since I put away my flute, no?
I mean, did you pull out your dagger?
I normally always have both in my hands, but I did say I pull out my rapier.
Go ahead and swing with it.
Thank you. 12.
Misses.
It's my turn.
Muru.
All right. That will definitely hit Bazzlo as well, so we're not gonna do that. All right, let's see here. I am going to step here, and I have this spell called Lightning Lure, where I pull the target towards me.
Yeah.
In this situation, since Bazzlo is occupying that spot, I probably can't do that. I'm guessing.
We'll cross that bridge if it hits. Go ahead and roll it.
It's a strength check for you.
Yep.
Yep. So I need a 15 strength saving throw from you.
He fails.
All right. So he definitely takes this damage. Lightning damage, and then what do you say? Since they're grappling, they just switch positions.
Perfect. So Bazzlo, as this thing gets pulled towards you, and you being grappled, you kind of fall off to the right here and go down to prone, and the vampire is now standing here. Sound good?
Cool.
Is that your turn?
Let's see what I can do with the bonus action here. One moment. Out of level 1 spell slots, and to do that, I need to burn 2 sorcery points. So no, yeah, I am just going to end my turn.
Elzeiros. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Elzeiros. Geo.
My name is Elzeiros. I keep forgetting. Let's do this. It's all right. First one misses. Second one misses. That was fast.
All right. So, with the, I need you to roll damage for one of those for Muru. The 4. there's a certain threshold. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this plus 6.
Okay, so
13.
13
Yeah, but his
damage.
4 should be like an 11.
Bastard.
Oh, it is an 11 actually, so you don't have to take that damage. You're correct. Thank you.
Now, if you rolled a 1, that's a different story.
Yeah, well, it's below 10 in this case, so
I see.
Yeah.
I lucked out, huh?
Yeah. All right, it is Vampire Spawn B's turn here. With that lightning lure, he's going to take a look at you, Muurujin. He's going to make a claw attack, and he hits, and you take 8 slashing damage. And then he reaches in to take a bite, and I need a con saving throw.
Does he have him grappled?
This is what the DC depends on it. Perfect. So, again, he reaches in to take a bite out of you, and his teeth meet air, but you are grappled still. So, that is Vampire Spawn's turn, and E Bapef.
Do I have any legitimate ranged attacks? I don't think so.
You can throw a mother effer at another mother effer.
Right. Yeah, I really don't have anything that can help right now other than, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Elzeiros because he was looking hurt before. Just as a precautionary measure.
Yeah, Elzeiros technically had 2 HP, and then he got more, so he's hovering around like 20 at the moment.
Yeah, I just gave him another 7.
Yeah. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Albert.
Firbolt. Come on, do something. 16.
16.
Plus 2 to his AC.
Yeah, so it misses.
Albert shoves his thumb somewhere.
All right,
Raises his
Bazzlo.
head.
Is it a bonus action to try to stand up, or is that a full action?
No, it's just movement. You're fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I come up, a little dust off my knees, and get my 2 weapons back in hand and swing at B.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Nope.
And then I just take a dagger swing. That's 11 hit. Okay. I do nothing.
What is going
My
on?
rolls are horrible tonight. I don't understand what's happening.
Well, he did lose some blood.
Might be a vampire soon.
Oh, it's my turn. All right. Look back as I'm grappling with B, and I say, "Sorry, Elzeiros," and then at the top of my lungs, I scream, "Sword birth!" And I need 15 dex. I need a dex saving throw from both Elzeiros and Vampire B.
All right.
Oh, good job. It's +7 for him.
So vampire spawn here fails. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay.
And then what's his plus there?
7, so 18.
18. So you still take half of that?
No, if you pass it, you don't take any damage.
Okay, got it.
Nice.
Perfect. And how does this actually no, he's got one more. Elzeiros, it's your turn now.
All right.
Take us home, Els.
Please, let's go. God, come on. Hey! So it'll be this plus 12, 24 damage.
Okay. And how does this vampire spawn die?
Elzeiros puts one of his arrows right in the heart, and the vampire just drops dead.
Perfect. And with that, as the other spawn falls, even eerier silence falls upon the cells. There's no pitter patters. There's nothing going on here. Let me see something real quick.
Well,
Yeah, as we
Elzeiros is going to harvest the teeth, right?
Cut off its ears.
For 8
I say to the group after we finish this, well, gentlemen, I don't think I have any intentions on going into the other side of this place, but while we're here and this area is cleared, should we wrap up, check the rooms, and get the hell out of here?
Albert, go ahead and give me. Let's go with an insight check.
Insight coming up. 7.
All right. Something comes over within you, and you clearly forget it. But with your passive insight being 13, you think to yourself and find it quite odd that there are vampires locked away in the bottom of the Reformation Center.
I go up to the party and, gentlemen, perhaps we should leave. There's something I want to discuss with you upstairs when we're perhaps further away from danger. Don't we think it's odd that Lord Barovia is looking up to Strahd and there's vampire spawn down here?
Yeah, isn't he trying to prevent that with the
And there's
parties or whatever?
there's a poster of Strahd. I think
What
I
if
think
this is
Bazzlo
just-
said.
It's
Elaborate
painting, yes.
painting. Yes.
What if
Muurujin?
what if this was a feeding ground for Strahd?
And the
'Cause
whole
why else?
Babies.
Yeah,
Why else?
the whole thing of the events is to get food for them.
Perhaps the Burgermeister and Strahd have some sort of deal worked out.
Something's fishy.
At any rate, I think it's too much for us at this moment. We should probably go back and regain our strength.
Feeling woozy.
Maybe we can lock the door on our way out or something. Shooting the arrow at the silence stone probably, in hindsight, wasn't the best idea, but we were going to eliminate it one way or the other. And vampires can't go outside during the daylight, and it's daylight, so I think we need to get out of here before we get ourselves in bigger trouble.
Yeah, I'm actually running real low on spell slots, so
Don't have to tell me twice.
All right.
without
boy.
Theron here, not much healing happening.
Perfect. So you make your way back up to the top floor, or the middle floor, the first floor of the Reformation Center. You shut the door behind you, whether it locks or not really up to you in this case, as we found out.
For a band.
Uh,
Not
Well,
Give me
we
a
did
group
our.
perception check.
hmm?
Give me a group perception check.
16 for Elzeiros.
So you collectively just realize how quiet it is inside of the prison, and don't notice much more than just that.
Perhaps we should go check on the outside.
Yeah, we should be getting some backup here soon, right?
That was the plan, but who knows how the plan went.
Well, in any case, be wary in case things went awry with the plan.
I believe we came in this door, gentlemen,
Mm-hmm.
and we tried to exit through this door.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys leave the Reformation Center and begin walking back out into Vallaki here. Let me go ahead and just do this.
What's the general vibe?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's starting. The sun is just kind of set, and the mists have started swirling into the roads here, nestled against the buildings and things like that. Everything seems very eerily quiet. You see fires though from God knows what had happened here. There's not quite a lot of people on the streets as well. So you see some burnt down buildings, lots of quietness, a couple of Barovians straggling here and there that look like they're going back towards their homes as the night sets in. You do notice a little bit more deeper or bigger glow towards the town square though, but it seems like things have gone eerily quiet so far.
When you say eerily, you mean like we're not expecting it to be this quiet this quickly?
Exactly.
Can I do a history check? If we completed our mission, was there something we were supposed to do? Were we supposed to meet them back somewhere when the job was done? I don't remember.
No, they were
that.
supposed to come to
Give me
us.
a history check.
Yeah.
We never got that help that they told us we would get.
9 on history.
So I mean, as you ponder your thoughts here, you don't necessarily remember them even telling you what to do afterwards. Just that you should go to the Reformation Center and take down the reformers, but not much more.
There was supposed to be a team that was going to make their way up to meet us at the Reformation Center, and they're not here, so that doesn't
Perhaps they're
bode
at the-
well.
Well, gentlemen, what do you want to do? Do you think we should go to Town Square and see what's come of it? Do you think we should go to the inn and try to hide for the night, or do you think we need to leave town immediately?
That is the question. Is anybody, Bazzlo, do you have that, invisibility spell handy?
Let me take a look through my bag here. I indeed do.
Well, worst case scenario, we can disappear.
But perhaps we've won this fight. Maybe the
Right.
inn,
That's the
where we already
question.
have a safe haven, we could find someone who can tell us what the outcome was.
Yeah.
Give me another perception check, somebody. Bazzlo. As you look around again, you see a couple of stragglers, but seem to be heading towards the town square.
Maybe we've won.
Do our best to blend in and casually walk over there.
I say we go to the town square where everyone else is going.
Should we take a breather first? Would a breather help anybody, or are we at 2 breathers for the day?
We are at 1 rest.
Yeah, if you want to do a short rest, I'll give you that respite.
Oh, yes, please.
Do you guys want to sit out front and take a short rest before we advance, or do we want to just try to get there?
Well, if anything goes wrong, I would like to be able to switch into my wild form, and I have no more charges left. I can regain them with a short rest.
I personally will gain nothing from a short rest, but whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, we could have a quick sit down here. We just came out of a big fight.
Okay, so we want to take a short rest.
Yeah.
Muurujin, Elzeiros, you guys
Yeah,
got.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
I don't think
While they're
Elzeiros
doing
has
that,
anything, yeah.
let me ask you about the functionality of the spell I was talking to you about earlier, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So it says it lasts until decast, and it's 11 minutes to do it on a ritual.
Yeah,
Which theory crafting, I should be able to create more than one if that's the case.
yeah, then that's not going to happen. I'll just let you know that.
Okay,
right now.
so during the last 11 minutes of the rest, I will go into a meditative state and do that. In the first 11 minutes of the rest, I'm gonna ritual summon Silver.
Okay, cool. You're good. So, and we're talking about the thing you ride, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I play us a quick tune on the flute as well, for Song of Rest, so everyone gets a 1d6 to their hit points.
Is that temporary hit points or just healing?
Just healing.
So after about 15 minutes, you see Silver pop up between my two hands from the Fae. Perches himself on my shoulder, and he tells me, "This is you, Mike."
Yeah, I'm remembering right before you speak, Mike. Right, remembering what happened last time. I'm gonna look over and be like, he's feeding you, right?"
Looks up at you disappointedly.
I'm sorry, little buddy.
I'll let it know.
I'm gonna pull out an acorn and give it to him.
And you are doing the second thing too, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, you all see Albert bend down and begin chanting and bringing a couple of things together. As your rest is coming to a close, he steps away, and this spectral steed begins to seep up from the ground. It seems to be mostly bone with bits of flesh torn away from it, but it is quite tall, and it is indeed a horse. But it looks rather grim for a summoning of a spectral animal in this case.
How's it going there, Gray?
He looks like a fluffy.
I give him a pat on the back as to not disturb the decomposing flesh on him.
It is spectral, so it's the flesh is ethereal and not
Okay.
really there, but you know what I'm saying.
You'll just gently pat him on the back. It's good to meet you, sir.
Bapef looks up at this horse and he's like, maybe we'll be able to have a conversation sometime. I can turn into a horse as well, little horsey. And I pet him on his head.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
Start crying about Theron.
So the again, the mist and the smoke begin to swirl together. You see some lights going out in windows, and people are walking away. Some are making their way towards the town square. But it's a pretty solemn mood for people who have supposedly just freed themselves in this case.
I'm thinking we head towards the city square and then we can dip off to the inn if we need to.
Albert, who still hasn't really said much and has the look of revenge in his eyes, perhaps, mounts his steed and waits for you guys to lead the way.
Is everybody done with their short rest and everything?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does this steed appearance-wise stick out quite a bit?
I mean, it's a giant skeletal horse that's got a little bit of ethereal. So it's not the most subtle spell, we'll put it that way.
I have a picture for it somewhere. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Albert, if anything goes awry, just be hasty to hide the steed.
The steed is fast as fuck. Nothing can catch me on this thing.
Oh, well, that's good. We'll just be left behind then, I guess.
Yep.
Per usual.
All right. Are we heading towards the town square now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Yep.
Awesome.
Keeping an eye out to see if there's more or less people while we're going.
Check general chat. It's there. Basically what he looks like.
All right. So you make your way to the town square, and you emerge there. The torches cast long shadows across the scene that blend celebration with macabre justice. The square, normally a place of forced gaiety under the Baron's All Will Be Well festival, now hosts a different kind of gathering. The bodies of Baron Vargas and his wife swing gently in the breeze on the same constructed gallows just in front of the makeshift sun. Below this grim display, a long table has been dragged in the center of the square, laden with whatever food the townspeople could gather. Candles flicker in iron holders, their flames dancing in the evening breeze cast an almost festive glow that feels at odds with the heavy atmosphere. Lady Wachter sits at the head of the table, her posture regal but relaxed, like a cat that has finally caught its prey. Besides her sits a figure you haven't seen before, has sharp elven features and seems to drink the shadows in around him. His presence carries an unnatural stillness that even the celebrating townspeople seem instinctively to avoid. The townspeople themselves move about with an almost dazed energy, their liberation mixing with exhaustion and uncertainty about what comes next. Some feast with desperate enthusiasms, while others simply stare at their plates as if unable to process the day's events. The reformed guards who switch sides during the uprising now stand at attention in the square's corners. Their posture seems stiff, but their expressions are notably somewhat relieved. the absence of Theron's steady, compassionate presence particularly feels sharp in the moment of mixed victory and violence. And you are now in the town square watching this macabre scene unfold in front of you.
Well, it appears Lady Walker has won the day.
Who
But at
wants to
what
lead
cost?
this? If you want me to do it, that's fine. If we want Theron or Bazzlo, anybody, Muru, her disposition to you isn't the greatest.
If you want to lead this one, so you have it, Albert.
Not my fault she has an insuperiority complex.
And
So where
while,
the fuck was our help?
well, you do raise a good point.
Perhaps if they've gotten there, Theron might still be here.
I think Albert will take a couple steps in front of the group on his horse and ride up to the center of the table where I assume Lady Walker is sitting.
Awesome. So as you approach the table, you hear Lady Walker, our heroes have arrived! Please, you must be exhausted. Sit, eat. You've more than earned your place at this table.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps we could have a word alone to discuss today.
Yes, and she claps her hands, and everybody but her sons and this elven figure remains seated, and the peasants that were sitting around the feast table scurry off to other places. Please be seated, she says. Vallaki owes you a great debt. Though I see your victory has cost you one of your members, perhaps? A shame. He seemed like such a genuine soul.
Shame indeed, which brings me to my next point. We were told there would be reinforcements. None ever showed up, and I see you're already celebrating here.
I mean, yes, if we sent reinforcements your way, if they never made it, forgive me, there was no ill intent.
I would like to insight check that statement.
Yeah, absolutely.
20.
20. So as she makes this statement, you can't quite make out if she's telling a lie or the truth in this case. Something kind of filled with malice does flash behind her eyes, though.
Bapef's gonna be like, yes, if those reinforcements would have made it, then perhaps our dear companion Theron would have made it. Unfortunately, the Reclaimers summoned quite an evil foe that bested him.
My. Such raw emotion. You must understand, though, in Barovia, death is, well, let's call it a constant companion. Though I suppose that's a little comfort when the wound is so fresh.
Indeed.
Who's your friend?
His name is Radin. Radin, will you please introduce yourself to our honored heroes here? Radin stands up. He's quite tall, even for an elf. He makes a deep bow in front of you, not saying a word, and begins to sit down again. He picks up a goblet in front of him and begins to take a sip and raises it to you. To our heroes. And he puts the goblet back down.
I just nod at him.
Give me a perception check, Albert.
7.
7? Alright. You notice nothing out of the ordinary completely of this man. He just seems to, or this elf, seems to have a very imposing imposing figure about him at the moment.
Lady Walker, I fear we are very weary at this moment. We probably require some rest. Would it be would we be able to meet with you tomorrow and perhaps discuss the plans moving forward?
Give me 1 second. I really do believe you should at least sit for a time. But fear not, you will have lodging. I believe Father Lucian and Arena are waiting for you in the church as well. But I would like you to just sit and speak with us for a little while.
Very well, but let's please try to keep it brief. We are very weary, and as you've noted, we have to put our friend to rest tonight.
I mean, absolutely. I know the church itself would probably be his choice of interment from everything I've gleaned of your good friend, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, though it may not be his god, I believe in this dark place that he would at least find some solace with the men of the cloth.
Absolutely. I think he would still be proud of what you have all done here today. It might not seem like it's now, but Vallaki will inter a new sovereign in myself, and we will come to a new understanding with the land. But again, we thank you for your sacrifices. Again, fill your bellies and speak. Radin here will be happy to bring you more wine if you do wish.
I will dismount my steed and take a seat at the table with, again, that kind of 1,000-yard stare.
Perfect.
But out the corner of my eye, I would like to be just monitoring everything that's going on around us.
Give me a perception check.
16.
16. So, out of the corner of your eye, you see Rictavio and a man standing next to him. They seem to be, casting glances your way. Rictavio looks quite a bit flustered, and the man next to him, noticeably shorter, look your way. As they catch your glance, though, they turn away and begin to continue talking with some of the commoner folk here.
So what is it you would discuss this night?
I mean, you all have done us a great deed. I thought we would speak of rewards, or perhaps the future. If not, you can wait until the morn. The church, I believe, beckons you with Father Lucian. But again, I do not wish to keep you all waiting from your prior engagements.
I guess the only thing pressing for at least tonight, and again, we would like to meet with you tomorrow. Do we have any threat of retaliation? Or is there anyone that would come for us in the night now that we have done this deed?
She looks up to the Baron and his wife, again, still just swinging ever so slightly above the table, and looks down at you and makes somewhat of a chuckle, as if that was kind of a silly question, almost. I don't believe we have any fear of reprisal from the Barons, man. I think all will be quite well, if you catch my meaning.
I'm gonna ask Lady Walter, as I've been, when Albert sat down, I sat down across the table from him as to be able to stare at Redint directly at him. And I ask Lady Walter, not really making eye contact with her, looking down while I say it, Lady Walter, the Reformation Center, how well versed were you in what was actually going on there?
Depends on what you were talking about. talking about the picture of our sovereign, where they used to torture them in front of him? Or about those poor souls that were trapped within the cages there?
More so for the souls that were trapped there, and perhaps other things that seemed out of place.
Please ask away.
Did she just table talk? Did she just refer to Strahd as the sovereign? Like, I caught that right? Did I not catch that right, or did I catch that right?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Albert an eyebrow.
Anybody that
there's
can
no,
see Albert's eyes right now.
Albert, give me another perception check at the table.
13.
You take a closer look at Radin as he sips his wine, or what you think is wine. You notice a flash of fang as he takes a sip.
God damn it.
As you make that gesture and that notice, he looks at you with quite a sly smile. You see a fire burning behind his eyes in this case.
Is it daytime?
Oh, it is not daytime.
Okay.
Moonbeam makes it daytime.
I don't have any spell slots.
Party, I'm like,
Elzeiros
Lady
hates
Walker,
vampires.
so I'm just gonna try to keep my cool. I know I was smirked at, so he noticed that I noticed that he noticed.
Gentlemen, whatever is the matter? Lady Walker says, you've done a good deed here today.
We
she had
have done a
said-
good deed. I'm very happy that we have done a good deed here. It is great. But forgive me, I can't think straight. We've lost a comrade today. We've been through much. I think, Lady Walker, we will have to talk to you tomorrow.
Absolutely, my good fellow. Please come see me in the morning. We have much to discuss about the future of Vallaki.
Is your house an alright spot?
Yes, in the morning the house will be quite perfect.
Thank you so much for your time. Gentlemen, does anyone else have anything to say before we take our friend to the church?
No.
me.
As we're leaving, though, I would like to approach Rictavio.
So as you look up to scan for Rictavio and the men next to him, you notice that they've disappeared from the square.
I make that note to myself. To the church, then, gentlemen.
Yes, it would seem we need to lay our man to rest.
Awesome. So we're gonna head back to the church then.
I will mount my steed with Theron's ashes in tow, and I will begin to have the horse do a high step to the church as a symbol of honor to him.
Awesome. So you all make your way to the church. As you approach the church here, in this case, you notice little wisps of candlelight within the church, but not its typical hustle and bustle around this time of night. It seems quite silent around the graves as you approach the heavy wooden doors.
Gentlemen, we may have fucked up. Let's get inside.
It's starting to seem that way. Let's wait till we're in a private setting to discuss what we just discovered.
I push the doors open for the horse.
Awesome. The heavy wooden doors of St. Andrew's Church creak open, releasing a stale wave of cold air. The party's footsteps echo against the stone floors as they enter the sanctum where dozens of Vallaki citizens stand motionless in the pew. Their eyes are glazed, fixed towards the altar where Father Lucian and Irina wait. The familiar warmth in the sanctuary of the church has been replaced by an oppressive silence. Candles flicker without warmth, casting long shadows that seem to writhe along the walls. The holy symbols that once brought comfort now appear lifeless, mere decorations in a place that has lost its consecration. Father Lucian stands at the altar rigid, his normally kind face frozen in an expression of horror. Beside him, Irina's complexion has gone pale, and her hands tremble as she clutches the edges of the altar. Both seem to be fighting against some invisible force, managing only a slight movement as if trapped in amber. Vasilis appears himself from out of the corner, his aristocratic posture and pleasant smile now carrying a predatory edge. Familiar nobleman's features begin to shift subtly, his presence growing taller and darker, more commanding with each passing moment. The air around him seems to bend and distort, the heat waves rising from the thunderstones.
Shit. What do we want to do here, gentlemen?
How the fuck we do this?
So
As you stand there motionless at the scene that's kind of befolded in front of you, my industrious friends, I must say, you've been busy, you've made these past few days thoroughly entertaining. Lady Wachter's ascension was particularly an amusing touch. He steps forward, each footfall echoing with unnatural weight. Though I do wish you had been more careful with my town. Good help is so hard to find, and the Baron, for all his faults, was rather amusing in his desperate little festival.
Who says that?
Vasilis.
All right. Well, how could we have known any better? What could we have done?
What could you have done? I mean, I found it all rather entertaining. I really do love a good show.
Who are you, Vasilis?
He flashes just a bright smile. His eyes glow red just a tiny bit. Manners, where are mine? Please sit down. We've been all so caught up in recent events. I believe I've forgotten to properly introduce myself, though we have met on the road once. Though perhaps introductions are somewhat unnecessary. I feel this is dawning upon you all.
Vasilis is the guy that gave us, or wanted us to find his ledger, right?
Yes.
I throw the ledger at his chest.
As you throw the ledger, the air around him seems to distort, and the ledger lands somewhat behind him up against the steps leading up to the altar. Albert, that was quite rude. I have done nothing but entertain you as you have entertained me.
Oh no, I was just returning it to you. You sent us to get it for you. You remember, right?
I mean, absolutely.
You offered a reward. You remember, right?
Wasn't the quest reward enough?
No.
Doesn't feel like it.
Oh, gentlemen, I sense some anger coming from you.
We can imagine we're a bit perplexed, seeing as this is also amusing for you.
Seems
We've
as
lost
though
our best friend, so
vampires have taken over Vallaki as well.
Vampires. Give me a perception check, babe.
I'll be back 1 minute.
Well, it's not great.
Bapef, even as you struggle to understand what's going on here. As soon as Vasilis flashes a smile, you see two big fangs peer out at you. Vampires, he says again.
If you wouldn't mind, maybe stepping aside, we're trying to put our best friend to rest. As you know, we've lost him today.
He begins to walk in a slow circle around the altar with Arena and Father Lucian still frozen. And if you'll remember, they're townspeople that seem quite entranced and frozen, standing up still within the pews. I must admit, my interests extend beyond mere politics. Consider this gathering, he gestures towards everybody, a small demonstration and a reminder that Vallaki's walls and festivals, its desperate attempts at happiness, your cleric's undying hope, are all rather meaningless in the end, aren't they?
What have you done to all of our friends here? Why are they standing around like this?
Well, they're just quite in a trance.
So what would we have to do to convince you to remove them from said trance?
Remove them? I mean, gentlemen, I think you don't quite understand the gravity of this situation. Go ahead and give me a group perception check here.
Okie dokie.
Very good.
Dang.
What's your plus? Gee, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
So, all of you are slowly starting to realize who this is standing in front of you. The visage on the coins, the picture from within the Reformation Center. As he sees this realization dawn on your faces, he lets out quite a big smile.
I think we have seen you before.
Was this all merely for your entertainment?
Ah, someone says something intelligent. Everything is for my entertainment in Barovia, Bapef.
Are you well entertained?
It could be better, but this is a good start, I would say. And thank you, by the way, for bringing Arena to me. It's quite easy this way.
Well, it seems as those who have helped you so much, we should be rewarded, no?
Reward, and what would you like as a reward, Albert? Would it be immortality by chance?
Ask him to send us home.
I'm afraid immortality is something I'm gonna have to discover on my own, friend.
Is it? I could give you that power if you would like.
This is not a power that's given, it's a power that's earned.
I don't think you understand the laws of the land you're on.
Well, perhaps in this land, but if I could go back to my land, I think that is what I wish for most.
I would say in due time, but that is certainly not your fate.
Ah, so you know the fates?
I know enough.
Really?
Mm.
I would like to.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What do you want to do, Zack?
No, I don't want to do nothing. Go ahead, bud.
No, I've got nothing really. What do you want to do?
No, buddy. I don't have anything prepared that I can do. I want to do something, but I can't do it. You know what? I would like to let's test him a little bit. You know, see what's up a little bit. I'd like to say, oh, you think this is very funny, correct?
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Would it be laughable?
I mean, it's quite funny for me. Yes, indeed.
Go ahead. So, what are your plans for us?
I mean, it's better to ask what your plans are. I just.
Well, it would seem you have some insight into the future, so you know that I am desperately trying to get out of the realm which is under your control.
Indeed.
It would seem that you're not willing to let that happen because you lack amusement in this boring place.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
I would. I would. It seems that you're trying to lure people here because you've run out of entertainment for yourself.
I think you were mistaken in that case. Give me
Then
an
why do you
insight
send
check.
people? Okay.
I nudge Albert and I point at my canine. I'm like, they need stuff.
So you look at him and you see a little bit of flash of rage behind his eyes. He's not. You can't tell if he is lying to you or if he's not telling the truth. But Strahd seems to have a short temper.
So you've become all powerful. Now you've become bored. And since you've locked yourself within this realm, you try to taunt new entertainment into your realm. It seems like a pathetic life, really. Probably one that should be ended.
Albert, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
I don't need to bring people to this realm.
Okay, but you
all
do.
End up here one way or another half of the time. With a brush of wind, he is directly in front of your face, without you being able to react or do anything.
I don't blink.
He looks at you, and in the snap of the fingers, in this case, he begins to initiate combat. In this case, and he is going to go ahead and take an unarmed strike against you, and it hits. And it is going
Reaction
to.
shield?
That's fine. It still hits.
Okay, that's my last one.
And you are going to take what is that? 23 damage, and I need you all to roll for initiative.
I'm killing the party tonight, boys. Sorry.
Can I roll for apology?
Everybody roll for initiative, please.
Seems like I've struck a nerve. Bored ass bitch.
This +4.
Gonna get us killed, man.
Hey, he's a bored ass bitch.
We are waiting on Albert for initiative.
Oh.
And then what did you roll for initiative? 9 plus what?
4, so 13.
13.
Oh, what a fight to not have a cleric for.
What a fight to not be rested for.
Yeah.
Have no spells for.
Nobody has any spells.
I've got some, but I'm running
So,
incredibly fast.
Albert, as he flashes in front of your eyes and pushes you with essentially just a push of his hand, you fly across the room, and it is his. You seem quite dazed, and something around the environment seems to shift and move ever so slightly as you feel this. It is Strahd's turn after that initial fight.
I cough up a bit of blood and just stare at him dead-eyed.
Perfect. Give me 1 second. Go ahead and move your tokens into the building, please. Next to our man Strahd.
Tell me where I got knocked back to. About here?
You got knocked to the corner by one of the pews in the back there. Yep, exactly.
Over here?
Right where you're at. Right where? Yeah, over there. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome. And you all can position yourselves wherever. Move yourselves a little bit farther forward, please. You weren't off to the side there, Elzeiros. Yep, there you go. Bazzlo. Yeah, right there. There you go. Good job. Perfect. So with that, he flitters over towards you, Bazzlo, and again reaches out to go ahead and strike. 19 hits. You take 7, as well as 18 damage.
Jeez.
I'd like to use cutting words as a reaction.
How much does that take off?
I roll a die and subtract a number from the creature's roll.
What is
after the roll?
What's the max die? Because I'm going to save you some time here, because it was a 28.
Why does it not say it?
Why does it not say what?
Doesn't say.
Cutting words is your inspiration dice. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so it's the same one. So for my inspiration,
It's opposite inspiration, so you have a D8.
Yeah.
Got 1d8.
And it's still going to hit you no matter what.
Okay.
And you are knocked back 10 feet as well, and you take the 25 damage. And it is your turn.
Am I prone? Standing back up.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I would like to just call out to Basilis here, or otherwise known as Strahd, and just say, "Enough of this. This is not the time. There's got to be another way. What do you want from us?"
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Yeah, with that, you see Strahd just kind of smirk at your beckoning here. Bazzlo, you're quite pathetic. I must have you know that. Always groveling, trying to do the right thing. You should really take a play from Albert's book and be a little more defiant. You'd be much more fun that way.
Yeah, well, they don't call me fun where I'm from.
I mean, they do laugh at you, do they not? You tone-deaf excuse of a bard.
Hey, at least I'm more handsome than you. Cast vicious mockery with that.
You ugly bitch.
And he passes. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna take I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay, perfect. Bapef.
Well, Bazzlo tried. Bapef's going to casually lower his head a bit and say, "Morphin time," and turn into a direwolf.
Woo!
And that's gonna shove Muru out of the way.
Son of a bitch.
Muru, you're prone, so since he decided to do that as a heads up.
Yeah,
okay.
and I howl as I transform, and I snarl at Strahd, and I bite at him.
Cool. Go ahead and.
There it is. Lost my.
Are you gonna roll the dice?
It was spazzing out. I got a nat 1.
Awesome. Strahd, again, the atmosphere around him seems to blur as you make a lunge towards him, and he steps away from you, just ever so daintily.
And that's my turn.
Perfect. Elzeiros. Geo.
Okay. So, remembering that one of Theron's last things to do was to give us vials of holy water. I'm gonna walk up to Strahd, look him right in the eye and say, "This may not kill you, but I know it's gonna fucking hurt, and I wanna douse him in holy water."
You stole my move. I was literally gonna say I want to walk up to Strahd and I want to twisted T slap him. With
I was waiting for like a heartfelt like Theron moment with my vial at some point. Oh yeah.
All right. So as you open up this holy water and spray it at Strahd, he just literally steps back, moves away from you with quite a blur as a reaction, and he looks down at the water and looks up at you. Sir, what were you trying to do there?
Why don't you step in the water and find out?
He
Bitch.
begins to bend over and puts his finger into the water, looks at it and flicks it at you, and nothing happens to him.
Nani?
Damn.
Okay.
All right.
Flex on you.
Albert.
Albert coughs up a little blood. There's blood trickling from the right side of his nose. Well, since we know you're here for entertainment, why not make it interesting, Strahd?
By all means, Albert, please, give me something to be proud of you of.
Well, I think you're pretty proud of the insurrection we caused already. I think that was quite amusing for you. So, how much more interesting would it be if you let us just run amok in your land for the time being, knowing that we are eventually gonna come and destroy you?
Albert, this is what I enjoy about you. You think you're in control of every situation.
No,
But that's not how the game is played.
I don't believe I'm in control of any situation. I just believe I know people to an extent, and I don't think you're ready to get rid of us yet.
He makes a bow towards you. We shall see.
And with that, I use my action to bow back at him.
Alright.
And I use my movement to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just position myself closer to him.
Awesome. Muru.
Alright, I'm going to stand up from prone. And that means I have 15 movement, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I am going to cast Scorching Ray at the 2nd level at Strahd in between these two commoners who are just statuettes on the peak.
Okay.
Alright. Turn that slot. 3 hits.
Miss.
Son of a bitch.
Miss.
Alright, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to cry.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Awesome. Let's see here. Okay. Awesome. So with this first one, he flies up over here to Albert, and again makes another swing at him for a 25 to hit. And you take 28 damage, Albert.
Albert's knocked.
Awesome. That is with one hit. The next one, he takes a step back ever so elegantly towards Elzeiros here and takes another swing. And That hits. 11 and 16. So 27 for Elzeiros, and I believe that makes you knocked as well.
No, we rested. We short rested.
What is your health at then?
So now it's at a 16.
Now it's at a 16? Okay.
He has 45 health. 43
Yeah, he's
health?
got
44.
44.
Yeah.
Bazzlo.
I will cast Aura of Vitality. 30-foot radiating circle from me to heal and overlay. That is not even circle.
I'm pretty sure you can use a bonus action to heal, too, with that.
Yeah, it says like when you create the aura and at the start of each turn. So when I create it, I can heal one person. Circle is 35. So smaller than that. Basically everyone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with healing Els. And it's gonna be 8.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
E Bapef.
What time of day is it?
Oh, it is nighttime, baby.
It's like in the middle of the night. Dang it.
Yeah, it's night. But if you give me a quick history check.
Yeah. What's history based on?
Just roll
I
it
guess
from
I can
your-
do history
yeah,
from
just-
the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
17.
You remember that Facilis was out walking around in the daytime, like nothing was happening to him.
Oh.
Still your
Alright.
turn.
I'm going to clamber up over this pew, situate myself right here.
Call that difficult terrain, but it doesn't really matter here.
Yeah, I got loads of movement.
Yeah,
And attack Strahd again.
absolutely.
Am I next to... Yeah, with advantage. And they both miss.
Cool.
That's my turn.
As you make a swing or a bite at him, he disappears into a black mist and puts himself just sitting on side of the wall here, kind of laughing at you in this case.
I just snarl at him. That's
Geo.
Realizing that there is very little we can do to Strahd now, and remembering that he wanted Irina specifically, I'm going to... Maybe I might regret this, maybe I might not. I'm going to take a couple shots at Irina to see what Strahd's reaction is to that.
Ooh.
That is very elderly.
Oh shit!
Oh wait, no, that's a nat 20. Can we say that?
I mean, what were you trying to do?
Attack
Take-
Irina.
No, I
The
know.
shots at Irina.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
You can choose not to hit your target. That is a thing.
Maybe he's not bluffing.
I'm not bluffing. So I take one shot.
That looks like a headshot to me.
Yeah, this plus 12, so 24.
Awesome.
God, Irina's
With
dead.
that, as you shoot towards Irina, the arrow seems to just pass through and not make contact with her, and what seems to just disappear into a mist behind her.
Oh.
What the fuck?
You have been smited.
Is that your turn?
No, I get one more shot. I want this commoner directly to my east. I want to take a shot at him too. See if anything happens.
So I started blasting.
14
Misses.
misses anyway. Does it go through him?
You
Or
can't
just straight up
tell.
miss it?
It just misses, bounces off across the ground.
I'm trying to figure out if everyone here is just a projection, except for Strahd. That'll be my turn.
Perfect. Albert is down. Muurujin.
You want a death saving throw?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, D20. 14.
14.
1 success.
Muurujin.
Alright, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get a nice good old line of sight, and I'm gonna use my brand spanking new lightning bolt.
By all means.
Alright, I need a dex saving throw of at least 15 from you.
He passes.
Shit. Okay. So you take half this damage.
Somebody hit him though.
Perfect.
And
is that your
with-
turn?
1 second. I am going to use, what is this stupid action called? It is called, or bonus action, elemental affinity. So I'm gonna burn, add +4 damage to the damage you took, and I'm gonna burn a sorcery point for it.
Cool.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to use my final sorcery point and give myself back 1 level 1 spell slot.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn.
Perfect. I need you all to make dex saving throws.
Counterspell.
What
Um,
level is it?
Yeah, what level? What
Third
level?
level?
Huh?
Third level?
Third level? He's casting a higher level spell than that.
That's okay. He's got to roll though, right?
Yeah, you got to roll.
Zach
Yeah,
knows
exactly.
it. Yeah.
No, you got to roll a d20, I think.
Oh.
I forget how it goes, but...
If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd or lower, if the spell fails, it has no effect. If the caster is 4th or level, you have to make an ability saving throw using your spell casting ability. DC equals 10 plus that spell level. So you have to do...
So I use charisma, right? My spellcasting ability.
It's your DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
13.
So 13, and then also on top of that, I have the whatever the heck it's called. I can use Jack of all trades for this because it's an ability check. Half of my proficiency bonus rounded down 1.
What was the spell level?
5.
Good.
So he's roll 15.
Yeah.
We're good at 15.
Come on, Bazzlo!
He rolled a 12.
Yeah, he already rolled.
So that's...
And I can add.
Jack of all trades is half of your proficiency bonus. Your proficiency bonus is probably 4 or 3. It's next
3.
to your walking speed, so you get 1 to that. So you rolled a 13, so you still lose.
Alright, sweet.
Dex saving throws, please, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm
Mine's
dead.
a
I don't have to make
12.
one, right? Or I'm knocked. I don't have to make one.
Yeah, you just... So 1 misses.
Mine's 12 from the wolf.
Elzeiros is 19.
Okay. So 5th of line. So all right. So what? 3 fail. 3 fail. 1 passes. 2 passes. What was yours, Geo?
So 19 for Elzeiros.
19. 19 for Elzeiros. I'm missing. Or that's yours, Bapef, the 10.
Yeah, it's a 12, but it fails, I think.
So I'm gonna roll 5d6 5 times.
Oh, God.
I think it's 5.
TPK.
Yeah. I think he just wants us all on his knees while we beg to be brought back up.
I can't imagine. Well, I don't know.
Or he's gonna
It'd be
kill
a
us.
weird campaign if it was written into TPK, everybody. Be weird.
Be a short one.
Why is this not rolling?
I'll let him play it out.
All right. So 36 damage for all those failed. Half of that for those who did not fail.
Am I in this AoE? Do I take an automatic death fail?
Yeah, you take an automatic death fail.
Just at 0 HP. Regardless.
Who all fell?
I'm at 2
Total
HP.
10.
You're at 2
I'm at
HP.
6.
Bazzlo's down. Elzeiros is down. Bapef.
No.
got-
Elzeiros is up.
Elzeiros
Rolled
is
a
up.
19.
I got one
Uh,
on the wolf.
Oh, you're a dire wolf. That's right. Awesome. So with that, as your allies begin to start falling here, Albert, you blink as all of this has. You felt like all of this has just happened, and we actually are all back standing where we were before. You're knocked on the ground. Bapef is still in wolf form, and Strahd is just standing directly from where he punched you from. Gentlemen, this was quite a fun time, but I think we're done here for now. And with that, a shattering window falls from the other side. A saber-toothed tiger jumps through the window, and two figures, one of which you recognize and one of which you don't, break through the window, and there's a blinding flash. And that is where we will end the session for tonight.